everybody, it's Carrie with Seed to Spoon. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about our top 3 tips that we have for growing healthy, successful tomatoes. The first advice that I can give, the number one thing that you can do, is to make sure to choose the right variety for you and your location and what you are wanting. There are certain varieties of tomatoes who are known for disease resistance, and these ones are definitely ones that I recommend, especially ones such as like the Park Whopper. This is one of our newest favorite ones because it is disease resistant to many different issues. And I will tell you, there is nothing more frustrating than babying a tomato plant along and then to have a disease come along and there's nothing you can do about it at that point and it is just gone. So it is devastating. So do your best to prevent that. And having one of these disease resistant varieties is something that is going to be key for your success. Along this same path also, there are 2 different types of tomatoes. There are determinate and there are indeterminate tomatoes. So long story short, if you want more details about the differences between the 2, I will link to a video where I went into a lot of depth about the differences between the 2 and what it all means. But long story short, the differences are that you have some that will be continuing to vine, and these are the indeterminate ones. So they will be vining, they will produce a lot of tomatoes for you, and you'll need a very large trellis for them. Something kind of similar to what I have in the background here. This is one of our favorite trellises. We have just a simple cattle panel arch trellis right here. And this we use a lot of our vining tomatoes on also. And these ones are perfect for that. So if you have a space like this, getting an indeterminate variety would be great. But if you don't have something quite this size, or if you wanted to use something more like a cage, I would highly recommend doing a bush variety or a determinate, which grows to a max height. Usually they're about 3 or 4 feet, and they will bush out and they will fruit and give you a bunch of tomatoes all at one time, and then they'll kind of die off. So there's just 2 different types of tomatoes, so it's really important to make sure that you choose the tomato that's best for you and your growing location, what you have around in your garden for them. And number 2, the second tip that I will give you is make sure you pay attention to what plants you're planting around your tomato plants. So there are a lot of companion plants for tomatoes that really help the tomatoes' success, help make them more flavorful, help repel certain pests. There are so many different plants that are really, really great at that. Our favorite is probably basil. That's what we always are planting next to it, but we have several favorites that we do. And I actually just made a video too about that, our top 5 favorite companion plants, and I will link to that below too, so you guys can check that out. The third tip that I will give you, which is super important also, is to make sure to never let the leaves touch the soil. So this will help to prevent a lot of different diseases and improve the overall health of your tomato plant. So whenever you are first planting your tomato, make sure to trim any leaves on the very bottom if they are going to be touching the soil, and you can plant them even a little bit deeper too to compensate for that. Tomatoes are one that you can plant deep and the roots will grow off of the stem right there. But so that right there, and also just making sure that you do trellis those tomatoes too. So make sure they stay off the ground by having some sort of support. And then mulching will also really help with this too. So throwing some sort of like wood chips, pine shavings, something along those lines at the base of the plant will help to prevent the leaves from touching the soil. And it also helps to like retain moisture and a lot of different benefits to mulching. But that is one key thing, to make sure to never let the leaves touch the ground. So that's about it. I just wanted to go ahead and shoot a real quick video just going over our top 3 tips for planting and growing successful tomatoes and hopefully having a great tomato season. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section and I will get back with you.